sort of however long it's been has gone by without me finishing a batch of figures. So I'll do another work in progress, another just check in, another just say, yeah, I'm still alive, and so on. So a reminder from last time, these are Adeptus Arbites. They are partly red because the person I bought these from on a well-known auction site had primed them on the sprue. Primed them on the sprue but hadn't cleaned up the mould lines, so I've gone and scraped off a lot of the primer anyway. Bit of a strange decision, but that's what you get for buying cheap stuff off a well-known auction site. The kitbash then is mostly Space Marine Scout body. In the case of these guys, I've put on this power maul from, I think it's the Deathwatch kit, the recent Space Marine one. The shield is resin from Zinj Industries, and the head is from the Adeptus, not the Adeptus Arbites, that's what they're supposed to be, is from the Skitari Vanguard kit. And it sort of looks vaguely policeman's helmety and so on. Now, one thing I did get asked about last time when I did the first work in progress of these is basically, I'm paraphrasing here, but Blue Shirt 1815 Red did ask me what the bloody hell are you on about. I'm a historical gamer, I haven't a clue what you're talking about. Fair point, Blue Shirt, fair point, well made. What are the Adeptus Arbites? These are the police of the Warhammer 40,000 world, and they are, well, the original sort of 1980s, 90s GW kits borrowed quite heavily from here, from Judge Dredd. So this isn't a GW kit, this is a Mongoose Publishing Judge Dredd figure from 2000 AD, and the Arbites were very closely, a very close homage to Judge Dredd, to 2000 AD, and it's the sort of thing GW did quite a lot of. You know, back in the day when they had a sense of humour, back in the day when 40k was a bit of a laugh rather than the grimmest thing you've ever seen, and it was that sort of fun thing that they used to do in the 80s. So I hope that explains what on earth I'm doing here, but I'm very open to the possibility that it doesn't. Also, historical fans, my next batch of painted figures waiting for varnish, waiting for static grass, are historical, so don't unsubscribe just yet. Okay, so having said that they've been primed red, a few of the arms are actually just bare plastic. I haven't stripped these. I bought another set, so I wanted a squad of 10 to play with. So I bought another box of Space Marine Scouts, so we've got a couple more shotgun guys, a couple more power maul and riot shield guys, and the gaffer. I'm quite chuffed with the gaffer. So the sergeant here, again, he's got a power maul, the bolt pistols from the Space Marine Scout kit. I've just lopped off there was a big sight on it, I lopped that off. Head, again from the Skitari Vanguard, with the Roman style crest from the chaplain guy from the Battle of Kelp box set, and to finish him off, an eagle shoulder pad there. Again, another sort of nod and a wink to Judge Dredd here. The eagle I would have quite liked to put on every shoulder, but a few of them there wasn't room for it, and I wasn't about to start hacking things to bits. I thought I'm just going to stick it on there. He's a leader, he gets a fancy shoulder, the rest of them don't. So that's 10 Adeptus Arbites, and what am I doing with them? There's no rules for in 40k, and other things. I'm not sure you need 10. What I want to do with these is In the Emperor's Name, which is a port of the Osprey Steampunk rules in Her Majesty's name, and it's that, but using the 40k setting. So it's smaller numbers of figures, so 10 of these is probably a good size force. I've got some additions to do, you know, and you get a handful of Space Marines or a handful of Imperial Guard, a handful of Adeptus Arbites, and so on. And it's a lighter rule set. It's not as hideously complicated as 40k. It's also not, you know, releasing tons and tons of things every week, and you feel like you're obliged to buy a new army every week or whatever. So it's sort of 40k setting, but without the clunky rules and the pressure to buy things and just all the aggravation of it all. and yeah, people have done rules for the more unusual units, so I'm not sure if GW are ever going to re-release these. They've re-released just about everything they can do, but as I say, with the Arbites, they might be skating on thin ice as far as intellectual property goes. And I think that was sort of quite cool in the day, you know, when they had a sense of humour. Maybe not so much these days when it's a very serious business and everything else. I'm wittering on now. The next time you see these, they'll be painted, and the next thing you will see on this channel, I hope, historical fans, is a batch of historical figures. Because I've not been particularly neglecting you. I've been neglecting everybody because I've been busy. But yeah, I really haven't done a lot of historical lately. So let's redress the balance with that a little. I'm wittering on now. As I say, I ate and dead. Thanks for watching, and I will speak to you soon.